Now we are going to see its working, that how this potentiometer or how this potentiometer is going to calculate its internal resistance. So first step, what is our first step? First step, to close the key K1. We are going to close this key K1, okay, by closing key K1. Okay, when we have closed the key K1, okay, when you are going to close the key K1, that time you have not closed the, and that time your K2 is open. Your K2 is open and K1 is closed. Okay, instead of by closing, or you can say the K1 is closed. When it is closed in the circuit, obviously this driver cell is having the potential, and which is allowed some current to flow through this. We are going to take this jockey, and now this jockey we are going to touch here from the beginning. Okay, when we are going to do this, we are going to check whether the galvanometer is giving the deflection. Suppose when I am going to touch the galvanometer this side, B side, the galvanometer need to show the deflection towards left side. When I am going to touch the galvanometer this side, at point A, the galvanometer gives the deflection in the opposite side. This deflection of the galvanometer in the two opposite sides gives that the galvanometer or the all circuit connection is accurate or perfect. Now, how we are going to calculate it? Understand it. Suppose when we have closed the key K1 in the circuit, that time I am going to touch this jockey here. I did not find my balancing length. Then I will touch on another point. See, when I am making this 2-3 times, doesn't mean that I am going to use 2-3 jockey over here. It will be a one jockey only. Suppose I got my balancing length at this point, this. Okay, I have got my balancing length at AJ. Okay, so at what time? When my key K1 is in the circuit and K2 is open. So that time I am saying this is my battery E. So I am going to say that the potential across means according to the principle. What is the principle? According to the principle of potentiometer, what it says, that V is directly proportional to N. So here what I can say, E is directly proportional to K of what it is. This is nothing but, if you will see the this point is nothing but K is equals to VAJ. Okay, so what it is, E is equals to, I am going to say this is nothing but L1. I can say E is equals to L1. Okay, this is my equation 1. Why I have written AJ? This shows that this is representing the potential of this battery. Okay, so that's why I have written here K VAJ, and why we have written this L1, because we have already seen in the previous case. Now second, it's already closed K1. Now this second time we are going to close the key K2. Now I am going to close my key K2, means I am enabling my in the circuit the K2 key also. So when K2 is closed, and we are going to take some resistance value, How we are going to take some resistance from it? As I have already showed the resistance box by taking out the key, and I am going to enable any of the resistance value that I am going to find out, and I am going to enabling. So I am going to insert a known resistance, okay, from the resistance box. Take some resistance from the resistance box. In that time when I have taken this, now suppose I got my balancing length at point AJ dash. Suppose I have obtained my balancing length at AJ dash. Okay. When I have tried here, I did not find my balancing length at this particular point. Okay. Then I will try here. Then I will try here. Suppose I have got my balancing length. I have got my balancing length here at this point that I called AJ dash. Okay. I have got AJ dash. So what is my potential? This is V is directly proportional to, that is AJ dash. What is this AJ dash? This is nothing, but I can say V is directly proportional to L2 because this is my length where my potential of this battery is equals to this length. So from equation 1 and 2, what we are going to get from equation 1 and 2? That is E upon V by dividing. Okay, equation 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2. E upon V is equals to what we are going to get? L1 upon L2. Okay, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate its internal resistance. So we know the formula for the internal resistance of the cell. What is the formula for the internal resistance of the cell, beta? It says that small r is equals to E upon V minus 1 into whole multiplied by capital R. So we are going to see that how we are going to get this value. So after this step I am reaching here. Okay, I am writing here. So we know that internal resistance formula is E upon V minus 1 into R. What is my E upon V? See, from this equation I can write L1 upon L2. So I will get here L1 upon L2 minus 1 into capital R. So this way I can calculate my internal resistance of the cell. So this capital R is nothing but the value which we have enabled from the resistance box. L1 and L2 is the length which we have obtained, and minus 1, this is simple, we have to take, and this way we are going to calculate the internal resistance of the cell. Okay, so this is the application of your potentiometer. Now, as we have already seen, this potentiometer can also be used to compare the EMF and to determine the internal resistance of the cell. Okay, so all these are the application of your potentiometer. Okay, one thing you have to remember always, that the driver cell have always a greater potential than this whatever cell we are enabling in the circuit. Whether in a compare the EMF of two cell, हम दो सेल जो भी यूज करते हैं उनका हमेशा पोटेंशियल किससे कम होगा? आपके ड्राइवर सेल से, मीन्स द बैटरी विच वी आर यूजिंग इन द मेन सर्किट. So this is what we have done. So this is, I hope this is clear to you. Now we are moving to our numericals.